A lot of treasures. Hey, girl.
There's Susan and Todd.
Hey.
Okay, and so I also inserted pictures of some of the people that, some of you all who came up and introduced yourself to me. We got to talk to Jamie from North Carolina and her husband. What a great hubby. They traveled a long distance to be here to go junking. We talked to Heather, Amanda, Greg's got to help me. Was that it? Marianne. There was some of you that came up and said something and we didn't exchange names. So I just appreciate you all so much. If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be here doing this. So we are so excited to get to meet you guys. So please continue when you see us, you know, stop and say something. And the funny thing is a lot of you recognize Greg before you do me. And he's like, I'm not even in the videos that much, but he likes it. He likes when y'all say something to him. We also, of course, we got to see the old so-and-so, Susan. She had a booth, and y'all know we have a booth in the same mall. You all don't. You should know Miss Jackie from Antiques on 231 because so many of us feature her on our videos. And her son Spence. They are a great family. We really enjoy working with them. We ran into Kayla and Aunt Penny from Little Cahaba Junkin'. It's always so much fun to get to run into them and spend just a couple of minutes. They are great people. I wish they lived closer. Although I don't think we could go junking together because we like too much of the same things. But starting off strong with the haul, they gifted us some very sweet treasures and I was excited to get it. We got a purple ribbon. So that'll look great to go with the horse things that I do in the fall. And I love this because my elementary school and my high school were purple. So I have some of these. I should pull them out. That would be fun. We got this very cute little girls washing clothes. I will find somewhere to put that in my laundry room if we ever get that done. Who knows? I love this antique birthday postcard. It's not stamped, but it is written on. So that, I love these things. We got these old seed packets. Now, I wanted to put these, I thought about putting them out on my porch in my jelly hutch, but they'll probably just get ruined. So what I might do is for the summer, they would look cute in flower frogs on my windowsill. So I'm going to see if I can make that work out. And then these cards are amazing. This says, good junk tells stories. You know, I say that all the time, that every piece has a story. Chippy white goodness. I love that. I mean, I only have a little bit of that, right? All things vintage. Vintage finds. And flea market decor. How perfect is that? Because y'all know we like to go to the flea market. So, Kayla and Aunt Penny, again, thank you so much for gifting us these wonderful treasures. You did not have to do that, but it was fun and exciting to receive them. Okay, now we're going to get on to the haul. And y'all, it's a big haul. This is going to be a long video. Last year, if you remember, I just took a picture and showed you things, and Greg did not like that I did that. And he's right. So many of you wanted to go to the junk hunt, but it was just not in your wheelhouse. It's too far away for a lot of you, and they're new to the East Coast. So I know they're going to try to expand more out this way, but you know, sometimes I don't know when that's going to, anyway, what we're going to do is Greg's going to have to help me. We're going to show you each individual piece. Now, I am not going to tell you each individual price because I probably do not remember all the prices. Some things I do, some things I don't. Everything today was very rushed through the booth, trying to pay, you know, because you're standing in line. And I will say there were certain vendors that we shopped with multiple times, and I do want to try to give them a shout out. They're fantastic if you make it to the event in the fall, or if you go to a different junk hunt. Some of these travel with this company, so be sure and look for them. They're amazing vendors. So we're just going to start off, get you a snack, something to drink, and if it's just too much, come back and see me in my next video, because we already have the next video lined up and your jaws are going to drop. So let's get going. First off, and I know this wasn't our first purchase, but I don't know, it might have been our second or third. I got this wonderful, it's warranted ironstone. It's got the lion and the unicorn that we love so much. It is a lady finger round bowl. Y'all, look at her. I know. Isn't that beautiful? Now, before this video is over, I'm going to find something or tell y'all who this vendor is. They are a young couple. They have a new family starting. They are the greatest people to work with. And I love to see young couples that are embracing our antique items. So we're going to get you that name. And I may, if I find a card or if I think about it, I may put it at the end of the video. Because I can't remember. It's something furnishings, isn't it? We'll run across something. But anyway, y'all, she's going to look beautiful mixed in with some of her sisters that are white. Now, we got this today, and this was $12.50 now, or $12.99. Now, what we were just talking about, and I've talked about this before, to vendors that don't like stained ironstone, you can get great prices on it. So this one, they probably didn't care much for it, but here's the back of it. I mean, you could style it just like that, and that's gorgeous. And here is the front. See the detail on that? How spring, perfect for spring, but you see how pretty she is? Now, this is not marked, so I don't know who the maker was. Now, we got this from that same young couple, and it is FF. Oh my goodness. I want you to shop with them. They're amazing. So this is another warranted ironstone piece. Here's the stamp. But look at her. We bought a larger platter than larger than this from them last year. So we're hoping to find a home for her to go with her sister. We even joked about that. They remembered the platter, and I think they remembered us. So just can't say enough good things about them. Then we got this. This is Charles Meakin from England. There's the stamp. And there's this platter. This one is huge. Okay, so we just stopped and went through the bags and found receipts to get names. So the young couple that I'm talking about that we got this bowl and the platter from, they are Fuller's Furnishings, and they're actually from Tennessee. So be on the lookout for them. And then the super large platter, those girls were great, and they were a lot of fun to talk to. Our House of Haberdashery. Haberdashery. Y'all know I butcher everything I say. So if you're at an event, definitely look for them. And their booth was gorgeous. Okay, so moving on. Maggie's in here. She's very mouthy. Now, there's another vendor that we were excited to see there. We shopped with them last year. We shopped with them several times this week. Well, it's a little ironstone terrine. And you see all that beautiful staining. Here's the inside. And it is Pal Bishop. I don't know that I recognize that stamp. But isn't she gorgeous? Y'all know I have one that's just fully stained. So they're going to go together. And their name of their shop, so that you can be on the lookout for them, because I think they are ones that travel with the junk hunt, is Vintage Junk. And they have these really cute stickers that have their name on it. But we got these two flow blue plates. They're the same. We actually had some of these, and so they were $14 a piece. If you like flow blue, you know that was a great deal. And so we grabbed these two books to kind of go with what we had. I love the way that we had those on the mantle for fall. Probably going to try to do that again. Now, of course, we bought things from Antiques on 231, from Jackie and Spence. So, and they're just kind of dispersed, but we went back today. And, you know, we don't have any of these. And Greg just couldn't leave it. He wanted to start a collection. Y'all know I'm joking. But he got this beautiful ironstone pitcher. And it is stamped Florence, like embedded. But it is Henry Alcock, England. So it is gorgeous, and definitely we'll add that to our collection. Okay, Vintage Junk. Some of these you're just going to keep hearing over and over. So I don't know what these wooden things are called. I'm assuming it has something to do with sewing. But they had taken these and put, like, this is the ribbon that says He is Risen. This is green velvet. And then this is like measuring tape. So I thought these would be pretty just to kind of put in a cabinet and, you know, use as a riser. Maggie is so talkative today. But I grabbed 3 of these. They were $10 a piece. Thought they were cool, unique, and I love to mix wood with ironstone, so thought that was a good find. Fuller's Furnishings, they're up again. Y'all, Greg doesn't really like it. Now, chip stuff and things he's kind of cool with. But one of these is just straight up broke. But I didn't really care because they're bottoms of English crockery. Like advertisement. Like your anchovy paste, your toothpaste, your things like that. And I love to see them stacked like this when they don't have the lids. They're great for risers. And you can add it to any ironstone collection. So I grabbed these 2. Back to Vintage Junk. Y'all, I have been wanting one of these since the summer. Finally got one. I had no doubt that they would have one, but it's the cherry toothpaste. Then back to Fuller's Furnishings, Greg grabbed 2 tomato spoons. That'll go with our others. Farm Girl Romance Time Worm Treasures. I got this for $4 from them. Okay, now, sit down if you're not sitting down. Okay, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3. Are you sitting? Okay. Now, look, I saw these, and I was going to just get a couple. And Greg was like, just get them all. You ready? You're sitting, right? Put your drink down. Don't spill it and give me your carpet charge cleaning. Ready? Oh, no. It gets better. They're the white chunky ones. All of them. I know. I took them all. That was selfish. I know. I feel kind of bad. I have felt kind of bad. Butter Pat. Heaven over here. Butter Pats. Now, this I got from Fuller's Furnishings, and it is an ironstone sink drain or stopper. I don't know, y'all. It's a frenzy, you know? You just get in there and you see all these cool things, and you're just like, grab it, grab it, grab it. Maggie, Say hello. They can see you. Anyway, add that to your thrift list, y'all. Here she is. Healed in the name of Jesus, doing great. You'd never even know she was sick. Now, from M.J. Pickens, he and his girlfriend have a booth at Antiques on 231. They have some of the most amazing junk things that you're going to find. He is probably the most hardcore junker we have met to date. And so Greg loves the paper mache rabbits. So he did get this one, all yellow. He was excited to find that. And of course we visited the old so-and-so's booth, and Greg got this. Y'all know him and his wood. So it was like a bread pan, like, you know, the thing you would stick in to get your bread out of the big old oven, or pizza. He didn't have one of these, so that was very cool. Now this said it's a measure. So we got our very first grain measure. Look at that. It is hard to do this and hold Maggie, but y'all, she's just too much right now. We saw a few of these, and we had talked about maybe going back and getting a couple more, but we just, I don't know if we forgot or just, you know, had gotten so much other stuff there. I got this cute little green stool. A little bit. Now, from the old so-and-so, Greg got another fork, hay fork, pitchfork, whatever you want to call these things. We finally got a piece of architectural wood that can go over a doorway. Now, we got to see if we can get like some of this white paint off, or we might leave it, I don't know. But isn't that great? This came from Fuller's Furnishings. He's working so hard, y'all. He's behind the scenes. Now, I found this for Greg, and this was only $45. Now, if you're in the market for mortar and pestles, you know that he yanked this out of my hands so fast, and this may have been his favorite find, but look at this thing. It is so heavy. He was excited. I don't remember what booth it did. Was this,
that come out of the, I want to get this from.
Okay, this is from Homespun Heart. We got this from M.J. Pickens. It is a great little divided toolbox thing. Oh, it's dirty. It's got to be cleaned up. But I don't know what. Is this going outside on the front porch? We don't know what we're going to do with that. So, now, from Antiques on 231, Miss Jackie, Greg got their little banks. These two little vintage felt bunnies. They were $12. Well, one was $12 and one was $10. Back to Antiques on 231. Miss Jackie had gotten these books from up north. So look how beautiful those are. Green. So you can use those in spring. You can use those in Christmas. If you're not a weirdo like me, you can use them all year round. I also got this beautiful book. Back to vintage junk. I got my first ironstone egg holders. Y'all, you're not going to remember this, but back in the summer or winter, what are we in? Spring? So maybe winter, fall, who knows? It all just meshes together. I got a platter, a gas lamp, a stained platter that had like a border on it. I couldn't get the border off, and we love the platter. It's beautiful. It's a Homer Laughlin. We found the picture that matches perfectly. Do you see the border? And look at this staining. This was, I don't know, $15 maybe? Not much at all. Is that not gorgeous? I'm going to put it up on that shelf with that platter. From M.J. Pickens, I got this little old rusty crusty grater. Homespun Heart, I got this Delft Blue cow creamer. I have been wanting one of these. I was so glad that I found one. And it was only $12. Greg got this at House of Haberdashery. He went in, I stayed out. I didn't get to, I mean, there was just too many people and we had like carts. So we were kind of taking turns. But he got this stained picture. Look, isn't that gorgeous? I don't know where this came from.
England.
Huh?
England people. I don't know. What
Okay, so vintage
junk.
junk. Got this little receipt holder. Antiques on 231. Miss Jackie is the queen of fire frogs. Look at this bad boy. I don't remember how much this was. So they take tags off some of the vendors. So, but I told y'all I wasn't even going to try. And I don't know where we got this. Do you? Don't know, but I have been wanting an oblong caged flower frog. Do y'all remember that estate sale that I got to like 3 or 4 hours early because I only went after the flower frogs and my dumb self couldn't find the room and I didn't get any? This was one of the ones I went for.
I think so.
Maybe vintage junk. And it would be like possibly a mortar, or is this the pestle? I don't know, but it's like that Delft blue. Isn't that pretty? Now it's missing a screw. So we're going to try to see if we can't fix that so that it won't fall out and break. This was a little booth. This is the only thing I think we bought from her, but it is T. Furnival and Sons, England, ironstone, stained ladyfinger bowl. I think I almost wiped the place out on stained ironstone. From Fuller's Furnishing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, so pretty. It was $20. Now, the one thing that Greg went after, he got from the old so-and-so. And I don't know, let me see. Can you see this noodle board? He has wanted a noodle board since last year when we were at the junk hunt. And he was so excited to get that. That thing is heavy. So it is going to be a pain to be constantly moving it. But it looks great on the stove. So I'm glad he got it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one more thing. And then I'm going to take the camera down and show you some of our larger pieces. I have been wanting to find one of these for over a year now. Well, let me get it. A triple antique mirror. Look at that. I don't know what my deal is with antique mirrors. I'm going to get it closer so you can see. Yes, part of the gold gild has broke off. And we talked about using rub and buff, but I think we both like that. So we're just going to leave it. But you see how old this mirror is? Now, I can't see what y'all are seeing, but I was like so tickled to find this because I have been searching for over a year and a half for one of these. Very happy. And it was $50. I didn't think it was a bad price at all for one of those. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.